Obama now is predicting deficits in the trillions for years to come, trillions of dollars in so-called stimulus bailouts. What's your audience's take on this?
My audience is motivated like they haven't been in a very long time to go out and resist and oppose this. He's tossing trillions like some people toss beads at Mardi Gras. And people realize it's coming from them. It's coming from their kids. They don't buy the line that inherited this deficit. They don't believe that massive government spending is the way out of it. And this morning we hear about $600 billion in health care now on top of everything else. He is motivating the conservative base in a way that nobody has since Ronald Reagan. I believe, at least with my audience.
What is his motivation? Tough question, but what?
Sure. He's a man of the left, capital L left. Some think he's a Marxist. I wouldn't say that, but he's a man of the left. He believes that government should play the predominant role in shaping American society and providing for American needs. And he's trying to set up a big government that will provide us education, healthcare, all these other services, and push out the private sector or make the private sector subordinate. These are the big government, big state leftists that now have their chance between now and 2010 to do this. That's why they're moving with this vast speed, because they hope if they get entrenched, even if the Republicans were to take back Congress in 2 years on kind of a rebound or in reaction to this, they'll be so entrenched the Republicans won't be able to do anything about it.
Republicans.
Yeah, Republicans.
What is your listenership's view on the Republicans based upon the fact that they had over a decade of abject failure when they controlled this presidency in the House and Senate?
A lot of our folks very disappointed with the Republicans. A lot of them did not vote for John McCain. A lot of them supported Ron Paul or just didn't participate because they didn't see the change. They're encouraged by the Republicans in the House standing solid against the stimulus package. They know that Snowe and Collins and Specter were, if you were, renegades from the rest of the caucus, but they want to see more. I think the Republicans really have to produce to convince the average American that there is a difference between the two, between fast statism and slow statism. They want somebody who stands for liberty and free enterprise and the market, and I think the Republicans, I think most do that. They've just got to recover their cojones and their courage to do it. And I think there are signs, there are hopeful signs, but they got to keep pressure on them to make sure they do that.
Give me your read on the 2012 elections.
I think Obama will be running for re-election. There's no question about that. The Republicans have to find a leader who can articulate our principles, the basic principles of limited government, free markets, free trade. I don't know the Republicans have one yet. I don't think Sarah Palin's that person. I think she's going to be a leader, but I don't think she's a national candidate. I think the press smeared her too badly. But I think there are people like Paul Ryan, Congressman of Wisconsin, spoke this morning, Bobby Jindal. There are a lot of people out there who I think live, breathe, and practice what we believe in, who are in a position to maybe take that leadership role. And if Obama's successful, there's nothing we can do. If he convinces the people that this is the right course, nothing we can do. I don't think Americans are ready to sell out to the state yet. And I think if Republicans have principled opposition and plans and can explain to you and me what it means to us in our language, they can take Congress back in 2010 and they can elect a president in 2012.
One more question.
Sure.
What in the heck happened to Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Arnold Schwarzenegger is married to a Kennedy. He comes from Hollywood. I don't know that his principles were inherently conservative to begin with. I mean, he took advantage of a situation with the governor down there, Gray Davis. He took advantage of that. I think he was instinctively a Republican, but when you get power, power corrupts, as Lord Acton reminded us, and he got power and decided he had to play the game and be one of the players rather than representing the people or being the conservative. And it happens to a lot of Republicans who get power, a lot of conservatives, they get corrupted. And I think his foundation wasn't strong enough to resist the lure of power.